Hello friend, today we are going to discuss about the Java abstract class and abstract method. The Java abstract class. An abstract class is a class that cannot be instantiated. We cannot create an object of an abstract class. Remember that we cannot create an object of an abstract class. In Java, we use the abstract keyword to declare the abstract class. For example, here the abstract class animal, and in that animal class we include the attribute and method of that particular class. When we declare the class abstract, then we use the abstract keyword in front of the class abstract class animal, and in this class we include the attribute and method of the abstract class. If we try to create the object of an abstract class, we will get the compilation error. For example, if we create the class animal, if we create the class animal, and when we create the object of that animal class a1, animal a1 equal to new animal, then it will be generate the compilation error. What is the error? Error will be animal is abstract, cannot be instantiated. Through the abstract classes cannot be though the abstract classes cannot be instantiated, we can create a subclass from it. We can create the object of the subclasses to access the member of the abstract class. So this line will be detail in front of the lecture. Now next is the Java abstract method. We use the same keyword abstract to create the abstract method. An abstract method is declared without an implementation. So for example, when we declare the method as an abstract, then it is the Java abstract method, abstract void, and this is the method name. So this is the abstract method. Here make sound is an abstract method. The body of make sound is replaced by replaced by the semicolon. So it's important to note that only the abstract class can contain the abstract method. If we include the abstract method inside a class, it not abstract, we will get the error. An abstract class can contain both abstract as well as non abstract method. For example, suppose this is the abstract class animal. Here we declare the method public void display info. In this display info method we print only I am an animal message. Now here I take a abstract void make sound method. This is the abstract method. In the above example we have created an abstract class animal, and it contains the abstract method make sound and non-abstract method display sound. This public void display sound is the non-abstract method, and this abstract void make sound is the abstract method. Now next topic is the inheritance of the abstract class. In the previous lecture we are started the point inheritance in Java. We explain all the topic of inheritance in the Java. I hope you have to understand all about inheritance. Now, an abstract class cannot be instantiated. To access the member of an abstract class, we must inherit it. For example, suppose I take the abstract class animal. Now, in that abstract class, I take a method, non-abstract method display info, and I print the I am an animal message. And now I take another class dog that extend from animal. That means dog is the subclass and animal is the superclass. Now here we leave this class as a blank. Now in the main method class main we call the main function, and here we create the object of this subclass dog d1, and we call the d1 dot display method of the abstract class. Now here when we run that program, it will show the output I am an animal. So in the above example we have created an abstract class animal. We cannot create the object of animal. To access the display info of animal, we have inherited a subclass dog of animal. We then use d1 object of dog to access the method display info. This is the inheritance of the Java. Now next point is the overriding of the abstract method. In the Java, it is mandatory to override abstract method of the superclass in the subclass. It is because the subclass inherit the abstract method of the superclass. Since our subclass include the abstract method, we need not to override them. Note that if the subclass is also declared abstract, it is not mandatory to override the abstract method. Let us see with the example how to override the abstract method. Here again I take a abstract class animal. In that abstract class animal I take a abstract void make sound method, and I take another non-abstract method public void eat. Now in this eat method I only write I can eat. Now I take another class dog that extend from animal, and here I take again the same function public void make sound, and here I pass the message bark bark. Now in the main method, when we create the object in the main class of dog d1, then d1 dot make sound and d1 dot eat. Now when this program is run and compiled, then it will be show the output bark bark and I can eat. In this example we have to create an animal class, abstract animal class, and the class contain an abstract method make sound and non abstract method eat. So we have to inherit a subclass dog from the superclass animal. So here subclass dog provide the implementation for the abstract method make sound. So this is the overridden facility. Now we can create an object d1 of class dog. Using the object we then call the d1 dot make sound and d1 dot eat both the method. So this is the overridden concept. Now next one is assess the constructor of abstract classes. How to assess the constructor of the abstract classes? Similar to the non-abstract classes, we assess the constructor of the abstract class from the subclass using the superclass. For example, abstract class animal, and in that abstract class we create the constructor of the like a class name animal. This is the abstract class constructor. Suppose for example I take a dog as a class dog extend animal. Here dog is the constructor, and here in that subclass we include the superclass, so super constructor. So here we use the super inside the constructor of the dog to access the constructor of the animal class. So note that the super should be always the first statement of the subclass constructor. So visit the Java super keyword to learn more, but we take this super keyword in the previous lecture. Now why the Java abstraction is used? What is abstraction? Abstraction is an important concept of object oriented programming. You know that you learn this concept in the C++ programming also. Abstraction only show the needed information and all unnecessary detail are kept hidden. So this is allow us to manage the complexity of omitted or hiding details with a simpler and higher level of the data idea. So abstraction is nothing but it will be hidden the unnecessary information from the others. So the practical example of abstraction can be a motorbike brakes. We know what the brake does. When we apply the brake, the motorbike will stop. However, the working of the brake is kept hidden from us. So this is the best example of the abstraction. I think you have to understand this example. Motorbike brake is the example of abstraction because we know what the functioning of the brake. When we apply the brake, then motorbike will be stopped. So this brake cannot be naked. So this working of the brake is kept hidden from us. So this is the example of the abstraction. Now the major advantage of the hiding the working of the brake is now the manufacturer can implement the brake differently from different motorbike. However, what the brake does will be the same. Now let us take an example that help us to better understand the Java abstraction. Now I take a class, abstract class animal, and here I call the abstract method make sound. Now I take another class dog that extend from animal, and here I again the call non-abstract method make sound, and I print the message bark bark. Now I take the another class that again extend from the animal, and here I take a same method of non-abstract method make sound, and here I pass the message muse. Now in the main method I create a object of dog d1, and here I call the method d1 dot make sound, and again I call the object of c1 cat c1 of class cat, and I again call this method make sound. So when we run this program, it will be show the output. First we create the object of dog d1, and we call the d1 dot make sound. So when we create the object of d1, then it will be execute the d1 dot make sound method of dog class, then it will be show the output bark bark. And second we create the object of cat class, and we call this method make sound, so it will be show the output muse. So in the above example, we have created a superclass animal, and the superclass animal has an abstract method make sound. So the make sound method cannot be implemented inside the animal, but it is because every animal make different sound. So all the subclasses of the animal would have different implementation of the make sound. So we cannot implement make sound in animal in such a way that it can be correct for all subclasses of the animal. So the implementation of the make sound in the animal is kept hidden. So this is the concept of the abstraction. So in the above example, dog make its own implementation of make sound and can make its own implementation of make sound. So friend, the key point to remember when we learn this Java abstraction, Java abstract classes or Java abstract method, we use the abstract keyword to create the abstract classes and method. An abstract method does not have any implementation. That means method body. The abstract method does not have any implementation. A class containing the abstract method should also be the abstract. And we cannot create the object of an abstract class. Remember that we cannot create the object of an abstract class. To implement the feature of an abstract class, we inherit the subclass from it and create the object of the subclass. A subclass must be override all the abstract method of the abstract classes. However, if the subclass declare abstract, it is not mandatory to override the abstract method. So we can access the static attribute and method of the abstract class using the reference of the abstract class. For example, animal.static method. We access this method with the help of the reference of this class, abstract class, animal.static method. So these points are remember these are important point when we use the abstract classes and abstract method in Java. So hope you have to understand this topic. Thank you friend.